Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to another episode of Bob Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary Difficulty. This is episode 12 of the Spanish Inquisition, where we are going to do an Inquisition before work because because it's early and I couldn't think of a name for the stream. Anyway, I'm not quite awake yet. So here we are. We're still outdoing the U.S., which is great. But we're having trouble getting all of our ships built, and we still have a crew problem. If you look at our crew, we're still, our crew's kind of still low. We're getting there, but it's a chore. We've got most of our warships filled up with crew. We're building our new Don Quixote and Sancho Panza class for our long-range cruisers. Those are going to be important when we eventually get into a fight with Britain. We also need to start upgrading some of the captured American ships. So I don't know how beat up these guys are going to be. I probably need to how many people are in these? I guess they're repairing. They don't have any crew. I don't know how we'll figure it out. So we got these American ships that are still trying to come around and cause some shenanigans. A lot of them are just out of gas down here. So I'm going to hunt them down. So first thing we're going to do is I want to make a interception fleet. I want to make a pretty big interception fleet. What kind of cruisers are in here? These are Inquisitor cruisers, which are pretty good cruisers. And then these other cruisers here are also Inquisitor cruisers. I could stand to upgrade them, but it's more important that I take these ships out. So we're going to make a large punitive fleet. We're going to go meet up down here at the corner of Brazil. We're going to want some torpedo boats for long range. All these guys appear to be the 25 knot ships. Let's double check. Yep. And then these three cruisers. We're going to leave you guys. We're going to take you guys. So we got that. And I also want to send a few more. These are all about the same torpedo boats. And then I don't need that many torpedo boats. I think there we go. That'd be like a total of 6 torpedo boats, which would be enough because the biggest thing we're going to run into is going to be this ship here, or that fleet there. They're stuck. Hopefully my battleships can get them, but if not, I want to be able to auto-resolve victory without any trouble. Alright, so here we go. Now, the problem we're going to run into is we're doing this little war up here in Alaska, which I really kind of wanted to take central USA first, and it's just taking its time. So since I know that that's doing its thing, what I might do is I may just go and take over northern Alaska and try and get the military directed elsewhere. Although it's nice having my ships being able to, guard their extra port, but their army logistics is at 9% anyway. Let's give it one more turn, see if their army logistics goes down. As far as the time schedule goes, we're not really in a hurry. We're in a hurry because we only have so many turns in the game. But our big constraint before we become in a hurry is just getting the crew, getting these captured ships built up. So let's see if their army logistics is going up or down. I'm gonna auto resolve you. All right. Well, I traded ships. That's fine. And you're at 9%, so you're slowly picking up steam. They're still at 9%. I don't know where you're going. You're going to... He's going someplace. If I were to invade California, what would that need? 251,000 tons. So I could just do it and take it. The problem is if I take California, then there's nothing to prevent me from just winning here and it just being over. And that's my biggest problem. So I think we're just going to naval invade northern Alaska and just get it over with. I think that's the plan. We're just gonna make this go away. So we'll send half the ships, except I screwed up, but that's okay. We'll send the other half the ships over here. And I will send you guys up here, and we're just gonna get this done. Except I think I didn't send all the ships because I'm stupid. Oh, alright. Well, so he's still kind of chasing those guys down. They're still gathering up over there. I'm still slowly getting these guys together. So we'll just let them keep building up. We'll just keep building up the crew. It's kind of rough, but it's what it takes. So, all right. I need to make this sustainable. So I mean, this is at 300. At 300. It's at negative 7 million. At 32%, it's double that. It's 350. Only gaining extra 50 dudes per turn for extra 8 million. So we're gonna go at plus. I can't release the mouse on time. There it goes. So this saves me more money. It takes a little bit longer. It'll take me 2 turns per ship to get it crewed up, and that's fine. We've got a little bit of time to go. And I think this corner of South America has to be kind of my permanent kind of naval positioning. This corner here and this corner over there. But we'll go take Alaska, and we'll, if I have to, I'll take California without the Central USA, but that'd be very unfortunate. Because there's no reason for me to get ready for Britain until I have the crew I need to staff the ships and do all the things. And I'll still have to build a new dreadnought that can take out British capital ships, because it's going to be a big problem. Yeah, I'm really not. Oh, we have peace. Well, that's interesting. How did that happen? All right. Well, I guess we will take all of your remaining ships. This actually may not be a bad thing. All right. So we'll take all of your ships. These are basically free ships for me that I can then turn into invasion ships. And all right. More money. I don't need that. Don't need that. And more money. All right. Well, I guess we need to go piss off the U.S. again. Now, if we're not taking northern Alaska, then we could always just attack western USA, grab the money, and not worry about it. It'll take a few turns to get things together, so we can send all the guys back to port, or we can just keep them parked outside the U.S., which I'm inclined to. I'm inclined just to keep everybody parked outside the U.S. Well, I don't know how much repairs people need. I don't think you need any repairs. Unless I need to juggle crew around, which it's probably worth going back here. It's going to be a few turns, and we can save a little bit of money. No. We can do that. You guys are going to be a little bit troublesome, so we're going to send you guys back to Central America. Here's your base. And you guys let's send back to San Juan. Alright, so that's as good as we can do it. Now the problem is our monthly balance is going to just... We are in a lot of trouble regarding crew. This is going to be a big, big problem because we're relying on the war money. Crew training is very difficult during this time. And so we're going to go kind of minimalistic on the... We'll go slight negative. We'll go minimalistic on the crew training while we're doing this. Otherwise, it really throws a monkey wrench in things. 2 more turns, and we'll start upgrading, and we'll start refitting other ships. And all of these guys are probably getting a little overwhelmed. Alright, so... Yeah, we just need to make sure we don't run out of money before we can finish off the U.S. This has been really kind of the problem with this, is that we keep having peace deals signed. Although I keep grabbing more of their ships, so it's not like the end of the world, but it's sort of annoying. And a lot of these American ships that I'm grabbing are probably just going to turn into invasion tonnage. It just depends on how stupid the design is. Alright, so... let's... I mean... I don't have enough to really... don't really have enough to do what I need to do. And a lot of these ships may end up just getting mothballed. But we'll do the best we can with them. Yeah, like one more turn. Alright, so the US we can't really do much about. Britain I'm going to start kind of gently pissing off a little bit. Well, no, because that raises unrest. We don't really need that. Leave that alone. Alright, I'd really like to get double turrets for cruisers, for light cruisers. But I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, so there's not really a lot I can do about that. The boiler technology is going to be useful to get forced boilers, because that'll let me go a lot faster. And getting the engines up to geared turbines will be useful too. So we're gonna focus, put an extra focus on boilers for a little while. All right. So I guess we will just chill out for a little bit, and then we're gonna start working on a Slav. Yeah, make sure to post pictures of your new mech. All right, so let's go try to piss off the US some more. And we finally have some available tonnage. So let's look at all of these. We got all these ships that we just captured, and we need to kind of figure out what we're going to do with them. So let's start with these Mississippi battleships. Let's see what we got here. Because this is going to be... we need to be able to strip down the crew off these. These are awful ships anyway. Yeah, these are awful ships. These are going to be invasion ships. We got invasion tonnage, and we are just going to... yeah, we're going to make these guys... how many crew do these guys use? These guys currently use 627 crew. Screw that. Here, let's fix that real quick. Go maximum drop, maximum beam, maximum bulkhead, maximum range. Can I not... Let's give you a 9-inch gun so that you're useful. That's a weird. That's a weird firing arc there. I guess because it wants to have the side guns or something. Here, we'll put you there. How big of a... Go minimum crew. That fixes the 207 to 145. What's the biggest gun I could put on here? This is a Mark III 9-inch gun. Maybe I could put in... Can I put an 11? I'll put an 11. No, 11's a little too big. Oh, maybe it's not. So I can give you a big-ass 11-inch gun. And we can go with a... That takes 160 crew. Wow, that's a lot of crew. Takes a 20 crew. You're not going to do the spotting anyway, so we're just going to give you 51, let's see, what's 650 tower spotting. He's going to be part of a fleet. He's not going to, what's your accuracy difference? It's 1 base accuracy, that's 5.5. These are just going to be auto-resolving anyway, so we'll give you a minimal tower. I'll give you a better secondary tower. And I may not be able to do... I may not be able to do much of anything. You got 20 knots. And all the invasion ships go 20 knots. I go Mark III 2-inch guns, or I can go Mark... Why can you only... So I do something like this. I could have a big old derpy gun on it, and that's... I don't need 14 inches of main deck, although it does make it very stable. Because really we just need tonnage, and we need to be able to... There we go. And we just need to be able to win the auto-resolve fights. So this is actually not that bad. I mean, I don't need this much main deck, but... There we go. But this is okay. And so we're going to go, take 6 months. Only uses 228 crew. It's got a big gun. And actually it won't be great, but it won't matter. Oh, wait. I didn't finish adjusting the ammo types, but that's okay. Because then we'll edit this again. And now it needs 1 month, and we want to change to, let's go picric acid 2, so it's less explodey. Yes, it'll be a little more stable. Yeah, white powder's more stable. And this will make it less likely to explode. What's your flash fire chance? Your flash fire chance is 29. Jesus Christ. 33. Make it 29. It's less explodey. And we could do an auxiliary engine. Makes it more survivable. Let's go 13 inches on the main deck. And this way we can have plenty of room in here. There we go. 1 month refit. And this will be just peachy. I'll give you some more barbette just in case. There we go. That'll be just peachy. So let's go save this. And then we will go refit these guys. Alright, so let's go refit this dude. Beyond these invasion ships, we're just trying to go for minimal crew. And as tough as possible, because we're just going to auto-resolve stuff. I think that's my, auto-resolve, like when we're fighting torpedo boats and stuff. So we will delete you. And... Alright, so we got that going on. Next we have these Colorado cruisers, which these guys have that big stupid butt gun. And they've got a lot of crew. So let's see what we can do with this. These guys use 379 crew. That's a little more than I'd like. Alright, so let's drop your crew down. And we're going to make these things as fat as possible. Um, not going to have the big butt gun. That's a little bit overkill. And we don't need any torpedoes. Alright, so no more torpedoes. There we go. And we don't need these guns either. Alright, so we're going to have it's a front tower 1 with a crew of 60. And I kind of want a cage mast so we have good spotting. Because that gives me much better spotting. And the secondary tower, probably just a bunch of crews of 60, 65, 70, 55. Alright, so we can do that. So this has a base accuracy of 4. This has a lower base accuracy, which is I guess that's the problem. Less smoke interference. 11 torpedo spotting. This is better torpedo spotting. Better communication range. Damage control +3. These rear towers are really a lot better. But 73 versus 50. I don't know if that's a big difference on the crew. So we can put you there. Alright, so as far as your main guns go, let's say I just go with a 6-inch gun. It's not going to let me do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do like a barbette up front, and then we need to do one of these deals back here, because that's what we're kind of stuck with, is their dumb butt gun. So I'm going to go put this all the way back, because I don't think I can fit I might be able to fit a gun back, but we'll see. I don't want that getting stuck turning into the turret there. So go for kind of our standard 9.9-inch gun. Go for maximum armor. These aren't. There we go. We can do that. Kind of gives me too much of a... And then as far as secondaries, I can't really do anything with these. We can do... There's going to be 2. Yeah, that won't work. I could go with some casemates. I've got 6 crew. I mean, I've got 372 crew right now. So these are pretty fighty ships. What kind of funnel do we have here? Let's not have that funnel. Let's go with that. Why do we only have... And that's as good as we're getting there. And you go with these, this adds, what, 6, 12, 24, that adds 48 crew to the ship, and I don't know if it really adds that. I don't know if it's really necessary. I mean, it's... Where are these? Let's take you off. We don't need that. That's 390 crew just to have these 4 extra little derpy guns. And I don't... 8.6 kilometer range. I'm tempted to leave the gun cotton just because it's not going to be very explodey. Let's see what your... You've already got kind of an awful... Already got pretty awful pitch and roll. What's your flash fire chance? 18%. I really don't want to make that any worse. Okay, so we've got all that kind of going as well as we can do it. Probably standard shells is fine. Well, I mean, we might as well make these to be decent. Oh, they're so wobbly, though. I think these are just going to be escorting the invasion ships. To be honest, I think that's what they're going to do. Put a little too much in there. Alright, so I mean, this is okay. I didn't need all these, yeah, this is pretty good. It's wobbly as shit, but I can't do anything about it. So, alright, we'll save you. I'm not sure what Bloon's TD6 is. Alright, so let's go and refit it again. Go tweak the inner hull. There we go. We need more barbette in here, actually. His gun is kind of... The guns are kind of vulnerable, but I guess it's the best we can do. Yeah, this will be good enough. We're not expecting him to do a lot of heavy fighting. He's going to be just good enough to guard the invasion ships. I don't think I have Netflix anymore. To be honest, I have to check and see. Yeah, I cut back a lot of my subscriptions just because I wasn't ever using any of them. Why are monkeys trying to pop balloons? Alright, so we're going to we'll delete that one. So if we refit this, 1 month. Very good. I don't have any other Colorado ships, do we? No. We have some of these older Colorado ships. I don't know where they're at. I don't know if these are... Let's go check. As far as the class goes, there should be 3, but one of them is at sea in the Caribbean. Where would you be at sea in the Caribbean? I bet you've got a Colorado ship there. Alright, so you're heading back to port. Alright. We still have some tonnage available. Got about 10,000 tons. So let's see what we can do with... what's this Fargo? That's a light cruiser. Have we done a Fargo already? I thought we have a Fargo over here. Here's a Fargo 1901. It's 22 knots. What's this Fargo here? This Fargo is... I think we made it faster. 22 knots, and this Fargo is 20 knots. So we can always just upgrade you. And we have the newer... Yeah, I think that for Mech Warrior, if you're worried about ammunition, then you go energy weapons. If you're not worried about ammunition, then you go for cannons. That's kind of what I think. Alright, so let's go. This Fargo class that we rebuild is pretty okay. So let's go and... It's not great. But we can upgrade your rangefinder. Boop. And upgrade the armor. And upgrade the engines. I mean, I would like to make it go faster. I don't think I'm going to be able to get longer range. I mean, 22 knots is okay. I mean, 25 is better, but I don't know if we can get you 25 knots. Yeah, I think that 22... I think we're probably doing about as good as we can at 22 knots with this design. And it's got pretty good, it's got pretty good guns. I think that you are mostly going to be escorting stuff anyway. You're still really nicely balanced. You're Increase the length of your gun. I think that we just start giving you longer range. Because as far as, well, let's think about it. You're really there to protect the sea waves, or the seaways, and, you know, I'd like you to go super fast, but it just may not be in the cards. You've got some pretty heavy guns. I don't know if I need all this range for the heavy guns. Your crew levels aren't bad. You know, I mean, they're not 140 crew. That's not too bad. You got reasonably good survivability. You're reasonably efficient. You've got a good long range. Because you guys, the light crews are going to be mostly just interdicting stuff anyway. And I probably ought to go with, hey, New Jersey. Good morning. I probably ought to just go soft cap shells. Or go semi-armor. If I go semi-armor piercing and nose fuse, this is probably the better way to go, I think. Because I'm not really trying to armor pierce any, because my penetration is garbage there. If I go a soft cap, I mean, 9.8 kilometers versus 9.1. I mean, the cap ballistic are going to be more punchy. Extra fire chance versus... No, I think we just go for we maximize your fire chance. We'll do this. So, I mean, this is a pretty decent... I probably should upgrade these to 5s and get the... No, this is probably good enough for what they're doing. There we go. I think this is good enough. It's a 1-month refit with better targeting. Fine countryside. Yeah, getting ganged up on sucks. You have to just get him next time. Get your vengeance. Victory is the best revenge. So just... Yeah, this is why I try not to... Like in this game, or in a lot of games, I try to stay as objectively neutral and avoid getting into situations where I'm going to get ganged up on, because I can usually take things out one-on-one. But once you're fighting multiple opponents, it's very difficult. Alright, so... Why can I only refit... Do I not have a lot of Fargo ships? Unless they are different. Let's see what... We've got a lot of Fargos, but they're all at They're all at sea. I see. Alright, well, I guess, we can only do 10,000 anyway, so alright, that's fine. Alright, so this gets this going. And we've already pissed off the US for the turn. So, here we go. Let's see, what time is it? It's about 8 o'clock, so I've got probably about another hour to play before I have to get ready for work. Yeah, this game is going to be, this stream is going to be mostly trying to get back into a war with the US. And trying to build up our stuff. We've got more available for, whoops. I wonder where these guys are all at sea at. Oh, there they are. Alright, so you guys are going to go back to Balboa. Boop. These torpedo boats can just hang out. But these cruisers will go back to Dutch Harbor. Let's see here. So that's all those guys are doing, getting back to port. So these champion torpedo boats, I don't really care so much about them. Let's worry about the bigger ships first. Let's worry about these. Let's get these Tulsa ships, these Tulsa cruisers. Because these are going to largely just be... Yeah, he's got that stupid butt gun also. Alright, we are going to definitely have to fix you up, buddy. Because you are not suitable like this. 622 crew, are you insane? We are not doing that. No, we are not. We're going to strip off your crew. And we need bulkheads. And it's kind of heavy, so we're gonna make you fat. And we're just gonna strip off all your stuff because you don't need any of that. Alright, so now he's down to 232 crew. You go at least 20 knots. I really want to go 22. Get all this stuff beefed up. So I can put guns in the front and the back. So, got Mark III 9-inch guns. And we're going to go for a gun in the front and the back. And make you kind of big and chunky. 1800 spotting. Alright, so we have our the best forward mass that we can have. Have a rear mast. .5s and 6s. Oh, we need to get rangefinder. Barbette. We may have to just go with 20 knots. Makes us invasion ship speed. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to put... I'd like to put a secondary gun right here. And there we go. So now I've got some little guns. 431 crew. It's a lot of crew still. More crew than I'd really like to have. Why can't I... So I'm not going to be able to fit another tower here. That's really annoying. So I may have to get rid of one of these guns, which really sucks, 'cause I really want to have the gun. Unless I can I have like a... This tower really just sort of wants to be right there. That's really where it wants to go. Well, that sucks. Well, let me put anything there. And it won't let me. I mean, it really wants me to put these things on the side, but that's just awful idea. I really don't want to put them on the side. I mean, I guess I could do it like this. This isn't horrible. Almost rather have the extra. Almost rather have the extra gun. Let's get more belt armor. Oh goodness, you need barbettes. And we need to fix the aft weight problem. Probably will have to actually put a torpedo launcher in the back just to give it some sort of aft weight offset. Or I just not worry about it because it's an invasion ship. It doesn't really matter that much. I mean, that might actually be the real solution. Just feel like, screw it's an invasion ship. I don't like that it's so unbalanced. I could make it less efficient, put more guns back here. But, you know what I can do? I just... Can I scooch you back any... That's as far back as it can go. And... That's where you're stuck at. How much does this weigh? This weighs like 90 tons. This weighs 128 tons. Unless I can put this up here. I really can't. Alright, so that's as far back as I can do it. How are we going to reconcile this? I need some armor there. Oh wow, this is Alright, so that's perfectly balanced right there. Now I just have to shed now I have to figure out how to shed some weight. I can go limited shells. I really don't want to be limited shells. That doesn't add a lot of weight to it. I suppose I could shed the anti-torpedo, which... What about Starbucks? Or I go anti-torpedo and I go barbette 2. No. Because the anti-torpedo is only going to reduce torpedo damage by 20%. So I think we leave it at this. I think this is going to be good. Or I make it less efficient. But we probably want some efficiency. Can't do any extra range. The range is what we're going to have. Yeah, I guess this is probably as good as we're going to get it. Probably have you go picric acid too, just to be a little more stable. Go soft cap and capped. There we go. There we go. We'll just do this. And increase the deck a little bit. So we're going to do like that. That's good enough. We'll save the design. Well, I don't drink coffee anyway. If I do, it'd be gas station coffee. Okay, then we'll go refit this again. Add a little more deck armor. Add a little more superstructure. Boom. Alright, our Tulsa-class ship is... you know, it's an invasion ship. It's got more crew than I'd like. But... I guess it's what we can do, so... 445 is enough. But it's a 7,000 ton ship, so it's not that bad. Alright, it's better than the 600 crew it had before, that's for sure. I just make my tea at home. Costs me about $2 a cup. Mostly because of the honey. Ah. Alright, so we'll delete this one. Alright, so this Tulsa ship, how many... We'll just do a few of them and see how the tonnage works out. 117. Yeah, we can do one more. Alright, so this kind of gets me where I need to be. How we're doing on the crew, we're doing fine. Those ships are coming along nicely. I mean, we're slowly getting our stuff together. These Mississippis now are down to 228 crew, which is great. I don't know why they require less crew than the... Oh, these are only 8,000 tons. Alright, so... Here we go. Anyway, give me one moment. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to check on something. The cup after? I'm not familiar with that. What that is, Slav. All right, so these guys are coming along okay. Let's go poke the U.S. some more. Let's keep increasing our crew training. Let's get you up to maybe like 20%. Research is doing all right. We have plenty of tonnage. We do. I think I finished the Don Quixotes, so let's go refit the rest of these. Go refit the rest of these. Get all you guys ready. So these Providence ships, I don't know what we're doing with these guys. Do I have a Providence already? I don't see a Providence already. So this must be a new one of their ships. So I guess we're gonna go and do their Providence class, which these guys I'm not super excited about. So these are relatively small ships. Alright, we're gonna have to rebuild this thing from the ground up, I think. So let's go clean you out. Need to have at least a 22 knot speed. It's going to use up most of this. I don't have any guns on it, so we'll trim you down. How are you? $11.50 on the spotting here. The secondary tower's $10.50. Can we not put any funnels here at all? Alright, so that's getting these tunnels in, or tunnels, these funnels in is going to be apparently difficult. It's going to be too heavy. It's not going to be able to handle that. Yeah, these things... These ships are going to be troublesome because they can't go that... They're just not that fast. Jesus. Well, this has a lot of armor there on the front and back, but it's still not... Can you only go 20 knots? Really? I guess I could just make you an invasion ship. I mean, these Providence guys are pretty awful. How could you not go at least 22 knots? What are we missing? There's definitely something wonky going on here. Let's go with a 2-inch deck. I'd really like to go with a 5.9-inch gun if I can. Damn it. This is like all their gun turretiness right there. If I were to do a 4.9, .53 versus 66. I'd love to be able to put 2 guns up front. Oh, let's... So we do something like this. We go 5 guns, so that's gonna be too heavy. We go secondary gun. What's your range on you? You got 8.8 kilometers. 10.7. Yeah, this thing's definitely having a weight problem. I don't think I can fit guns this big on here. Because then if we add barbettes, then they're really in trouble. Unless I just go with a bunch of secondary, go like that. This might be how I do it. Yeah. Go heavy shells. Standard ammo is probably fine. I really don't want to run out of ammo, but I think these guys are probably fine. Can I go barbette 2? I can. Alright, so... there we go. That'll be... this'll be perfectly fine. Did they charge you for the water Slav? Alright, so let's go refit this a second time. We'll bump up the superstructure just a smidge. And bump up the barbettes a little bit. There we go. This'll be good enough. Not a great ship, but it'll be a good enough ship. It can go protect against torpedo boats and this'll be alright. Alright, so let's go refit this thing. Now let's cut the crews down. Yeah, refitting these captured US ships is kind of cool, but it's sort of a pain. So, but it's free ships and free tonnage we can use for invasion stuff, and it's not, you know, probably capturing enemy ships and refitting them is not a bad way to just fill out the bulk of my fleet. Because a lot of what I do is I just need raw tonnage. So, delete you. Let's get you all taken care of. Not all these guys are in ports. Alright, so what else do we have? We have... and I've got all of my older ships as well that I'll try to upgrade once I'm confident on these guys. We've got these. What's this destroyer? Let's view you. Let's see what you've got. Let's see, 8:34. I got about 30 minutes. That's not bad. You know, this thing doesn't seem awful. It's fast. That's good. We want more bulkheads. We'll make up for it by having fewer torpedoes. So I know I need at least one torpedo launcher. Go reduce the number of torpedoes. All right, so let's see what we. Let's see what we got here. Regular hydraulic turrets is fine. think standard's probably fine. Go maximum high explosive, nose fuse, and semi-armor piercing. Because you're not going to be punching, you're going to be hunting torpedo boats. You're not going to be, you know, what size guns are these? These are 4.7s. Honestly, super firing barbette. You know what we're going to do? Let's do... I'm going to go with a 2-inch gun. It's a Mark III 2-inch gun. Now you've got a 6.4 kilometer range. This is a Mark III. So if I go with a 2.9, you've got a 7.4 kilometer range. You got a 6. So these guys still have better range. As far as these funnels go, let's go standard funnels. We weigh 16 tons. These weigh 16 tons. So this is all about right. Make this thing as tough as possible. I put on a minesweeper kit. I don't know if we're really running into mines yet. Because these destroyers would be participating in have you scoot back. Has a 13 tons, and these are 1.4 tons. Could always stick one of these, probably. No, probably not. I'll put a torpedo launcher here, though. Do something like that. I could still do I could probably do a super firing barbette. Go like one of these. Still got his forward weight up too high. I don't know if there's much I can do about that. Oh, I could cut the... I can make you go faster. That's interesting, isn't it? I mean, these things would be for hunting torpedoes or torpedo boats. They've got the rangefinder. Um, yeah, so I got that back as far as I can. I guess the if I drop you down to there, then I can scoot. I guess it's about as balanced as I can make it. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, really. Thirty-two point 32.9. There we go. Right there. I don't know how many of these destroyers we have. And a 2-month refit's not bad. These things aren't very heavy, so we'll go ahead and do these. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I screwed up with the ammo stuff, so that's okay. We'll fix that. We will fix it. Yeah, so let's go into you. And we want increased ammo, heavy, and we'll turn off we don't need the Minesweeper kits. There you go, 32.4 knots. There you go, 32.5. No. That is pretty perfect. There we go. Now it is perfect. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns. That's not bad. Alright, we're going to build. I hope I have a bunch of these. I don't know how many I have. Probably only like one of them, but they're not bad. I won't be able to build any new ones of these, but no, this isn't bad at all. So we'll go refit these guys. I don't even know where I have them at. I'm going to have to do a lot of sorting out of my fleets. But I'm going to have to build something for hunting down torpedo boats. We'll delete you. I got 2 of them. Alright, that's not bad. I still have lots and lots of tonnage remaining. These Calhoun torpedo boats. Let's go sort these guys out. Which a lot of these I'm just going to be just stripping down, you know, crew. Well, they have 45 crew. They don't need 45 crew. Yeah, boom. And you don't need 4.2-inch guns either. Front tower 35. What's the spotting on that? 600 spotting. Let's go with an advanced tower. Standard funnel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with you guys, because this is... Let's go build out the guns. With my Mark III guns. Don't need that. Go picric acid. Probably just semi and nose fused. Maximum high explosive. 18 crew. And then put the torpedo launcher there. And can always stick some extra. This thing's sort of garbage anyway. Go maximum bulkheads. You know, this thing's just not a great. This thing's just not a great ship. I can just make you a 28 knot torpedo boat and make you fat for more floatability, and just have you guarding other torpedo boats. Have you guard other things. I mean, this is not just not a great just go for tonnage. I mean, you're so wobbly. I could go with reduced, but I really don't want to. Man, this thing is pretty. It's pretty not great. I mean, I can move you up. I can go with bigger guns. give you a mine hunter kit. Would you please? You know, I can go for something. I can go something big like that. I think what we do is we're just going to go with the bigger derp guns on this thing. And we're going to let it just sort of auto-resolve stuff. And let's do 2.9s on the side. We do that. And a 9.8 tons. A torpedo back here. 44 crew, Jesus. It's a lot more crew than I really want to have for a shitty little destroyer. What's the range on these things? 7.7 kilometers. And so, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to go with the 2-inch guns. They fire faster. And I can... Well, it doesn't make that big of a difference. I mean, it's still having a lot of crew. Why does it have so many crew? My draught doesn't affect the crew. Oh, it does. Oh, I see. So that affects the crew. That affects the crew big time. That's interesting to know. I didn't know that. I'm learning all kinds of stuff, aren't I? Honestly, this is sort of a crappy torpedo boat, and I'm just going to use these to go and hunt transports, to be honest. So, I think we're going to... Yeah, we're going to go back to our original plan with the torpedo boat. We're just going to make you hunt transports. Because if I drop the beam, we do that. There we go. Gives you a lot greater range if I do that. But you're just going to be sitting off ports. Not having 300. You're going to be sitting off the ports, just poking people and running away. And I think that's just what you're going to do. Small crew and lots of DACA. I think standard's probably fine. Yeah. Um, 31.6. Alright. There we go. That's what we're going to do. You guys will just be fast, and you'll sit off coast, and you can run away quickly. Because you're fast. Because that's really all we're going to do with the torpedo boats. Just use you to harass enemy shipping. I'm not even planning on really fighting with you guys. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm going to have to get ready to go to work soon. So, I will probably start getting ready to wrap up. Yeah, a lot of this is just simply getting these captured ships ready to be useful. And when I fight the Brits, it's just going to be parking torpedo boats off their coast, sinking their transports. And I got a few of these. There we go. I still have plenty of tonnage left that I have to eat up from my shipyards. What else do I have left to figure out? So I got these McFalls, I got the Calhouns. I got the Tulsas, I got the Providences, I haven't done the Champions yet. These are just more stupid torpedo boats, so let's do that real quick. And we want these guys fast enough to be able to run away easily. Get rid of the extra crew. I mean, we could try... we could try making you big and chunky, but takes up a lot of extra crew. And I really want to go with my 2.9s. They're the Mark IIIs, and they're nice. Picric acid. Just regular hydraulic is fine. That's all fine. That's fine. I'm not sure what you're doing with that's a 5.7 versus a 2. I mean that's I think we're gonna take some of you off. What are you? Your front tower 2. Probably ought to go with an advanced tower because you got spotting of 500, 700. I mean, it's not the end of the world. And still has a lot of forward weight. 31. And I could probably scoot you back a little bit. I could probably scoot you back a little bit. That's probably good enough there. Go put something like that. I mean, actually having the minesweeping kits may not be bad for parking them in enemy ports. It may not be a bad idea, now that I think about it. They can just sit there in enemy ports, start reducing minefields, and screwing with them. So this isn't awful. Let's go save this, and then we'll add the minesweeper kit. Why not? I probably ought to start doing minesweeper kits on all the torpedo boats. Because it doesn't take up that much room. I do like that. I do a little basic minesweeper kit. This thing's fine. Does it affect crew? No, it doesn't. A 30.5. We try that. There we go. Let's go 30.7. 30.9. There we go. That's good enough. Right there. I think that'll be just peachy. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And he's got a pretty good he's pretty shooty. Alright. So guys, I have to get ready for work, so I'm gonna be bugging out. But thanks for watching. Hope everybody had a good time. And I will try to be on this evening, but I'm going to have a pretty busy day, so I don't want to make any promises. But we'll see how everything goes. And typically I'm going to try to stream either early in the morning before work or after work at some point. Maybe I'll be able to do both if I'm not too tired. But we're kind of getting into the busy time of year for me, so I don't have as much time as I would normally like. Let's go refit these. Let's delete the other champion. Let's go refit you real quick. Alright, there we go. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch everybody next time. Goodbye.